Hey guys, it's Megan. Welcome back to the library and another video. Today we're going to do an unboxing because I feel like we haven't done that in a long time. I think I skipped the August unboxing because I just had to get the books processed. I literally didn't have time to film a video. It just needed to get done because I had the manpower, the TAs to help me do it, and so we just kind of did it. Anyway, we're going to do the September box. Now this one, I feel like, oh wait, it is October right now though, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, well, I think it's still the September box. Anyway, I feel like there's way more than 5 books in here. I don't know what their logic is. I feel like, I only subscribe to 5 categories, but maybe I'm still getting caught up on summer books or something because I think there are definitely more like 10 books in here. So let's just go through them pretty quickly and see if we've ever heard of any of these and if we want to read them. So this first one is called Invisible Sun by Kim Johnson, and I feel like I have seen this cover before. Is it by the same author that wrote, yeah, This Is My America, which I've heard of? I don't think it's, oh, it's mystery suspense? What? Life can change in an instant when you're wrongfully accused of a crime, when a virus shuts everything down, when the girl you love moves on. It's another powerful social justice thriller that shines light on being young and Black in America. Well, I'm glad it's an actual thriller because I feel like a lot of those social justice books are just realistic fiction, of course. And so my students love mystery thrillers though, so this would be a good way to get that into their hands. So, and also I really like the cover. It's very pretty. So okay, that one sounds cool. Probably not for me, but mystery thrillers, young adult, not for me. Accountable, the true story of racist social media account, of a racist social media account and the teenagers whose lives it changed by Dashka Slater. Huh. I mean, so it's based on a true story. It's actually pretty long. Like, I'm surprised how thick it is, like 400, almost 450 pages. A high school student that started a private Instagram account and used racist and sexist memes to make his friends laugh. He thought it was edgy humor. Over time, the edge got sharper. Then a few other kids found out about the account. Pretty soon, everybody knew. Nobody was laughing by the end of it. Everybody was left asking, where does accountability begin and end for online speech that harms? And what does accountability even mean? So it explores the real world consequences of online choices. Okay, I'm intrigued to see. I guess we're going to categorize this as, well, nonfiction, but I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put it in the library. So it looks pretty interesting though. Next, we have something with cowboy boots on the back and a cactus. There's the cowboy boots and the cactus. Let's guess. Romance? What do you think? My Week with Him. I'm gonna say that's romance. And there's a taco. Well, okay. Stay with me this week. My parents will be in Mexico all spring break. Stay with me, and if you still want to run to California at the end of the week, I promise I won't try to stop you. Just do me this solid, give me this week. Can't, I say, putting the car in drive. I'm intrigued where they just put like a quote on the back. I don't know if that's like the best quote to choose. Like, that doesn't really intrigue me. Nikki can't wait to leave Texas and follow her dreams. There's been a betrayal by her sister, heated argument with her mother. She's been kicked out of her house. So she flees to California to pursue her dream music career. Her best friend Malachi discovers her intention to run away. He begs her to spend the remainder of spring break with him so he can show her all the reasons she should stay in Texas. But their plans are interrupted when her little sister goes missing. She's forced to work with her difficult mother while navigating this budding relationship, these romantic feelings she's got for this Malachi, all while they search for her sister. Over the course of a week, Nikki finds the love she's always been missing, but will it be enough to convince her to stay in Texas? Okay, so I mean, it sounds cute. Like, oh, author of Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry, which I think is pretty popular. So I will probably recommend this to students because they would enjoy it. Ooh, I see what looks like a fantasy. Is it bad that I can tell by the back cover? I mean, it just gives fantasy vibes, right? This one's called, whoa, I've never seen this before anywhere, like on BookTube or anything. The Light Struck. Together they must unleash the storm within. Oh my gosh, I actually love this cover. That's great. Oh, it's a duology. Praise for the darkening duology. Journey to, oh, it's because it's a sequel. Journey to Where the Adventure Began in the Darkening by Sonia Mara. So this is the sequel. Well, I'm gonna have to look up the first one and make sure we even have the first one. Vesper Vale sacrificed everything to save her city from the cursed storm. Okay, wow, there's like spoilers. After this happening, okay, well, we can't read the plot summary of this one, but honestly, just based on this cover, I am totally gonna go right now and look into this. It says The Darkening is a thrilling adventure. Thrilling, fast-paced adventure. It is fantasy though, right? It keeps saying adventure. I feel like it must be set in a different world. Yeah, it's definitely fantasy, but a fantasy adventure? That sounds amazing. I'm gonna look into the first one called The Darkening. Next, let's guess, this could be like a whole new game, is guess the genre based on the back cover. What do we think? I'm gonna say mystery thriller for this one, because there's like islands, I don't know, let's see. It's called The Reunion Oh, look, a riveting, clever, and masterfully plotted thriller. Ooh, I'm good at this. Okay, so 11 Mayweathers went on vacation, 10 came home. A large, wealthy family, a luxurious Caribbean resort, a reunion, an engagement, a murder. So it started as a week in paradise meant to bring them together, but the Mayweathers are about to learn the hard way that family bonding can be deadly. You know, it reminds me of like the young adult version of Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone, because it was also about a family reunion and it was a thriller mystery thing. And I did not really enjoy it at all, but this actually sounds better. And also the fact that it's set in Cancun. Okay, that actually sounds really, really fun. It also gives me vibes of Solstice, which I absolutely loved because it was a fun little like island mystery thriller. So maybe it's a little bit like those two books put together. Anyway, I might actually read this one, and I've never heard of it before. So let me know if you know anything about it. Ooh, I see a book. I know what it is. This is Olivia Blake's book, Master of Death, which I'm pretty sure you can correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't this like a little bit older book and they just republished it with a better cover? Was Olivia Blake's name not that? Is that her pen name? I did not know that because it says the copyright is Alexine Farrell Fulmuth. Did not know that. Oh my gosh, so her pen name is Olivia Blake. Anyway, I'm guessing that's what it is. So 2018, yeah, this came out like 5 years ago, but I think all of hers are kind of getting re-released as maybe traditionally published. Maybe they were more like self-published or indie published or something. And I think they're getting all different covers. So this is obviously the author of Atlas 6. I tried Atlas 6. I DNF'd it. It's the only thing I've ever tried by her. I have one for My Enemy here in the library, and it's been really popular. Two bells. We have a bell that rings, and then for some reason, another bell rings right afterwards. I don't get it. Oh, because it's literally 8:40, which is like when students would go down the hallway, and then at 8:50, the bell rings for school to actually start. Anyway, yes, it's very early in the morning, which is why I have so much energy. I'm very perky, and I've not even had my coffee yet. So Masters of Death, it just says, there's a game that the immortals play. There's only one rule, don't lose. Wait, is it about immortals? I don't know what this is about. Oh, that's pretty. It says it's about Viola. Oh, what is a struggling real estate agent and vampire? That sounds amazing. But her biggest problem currently is the house she needs to sell is haunted. That also sounds amazing. Which is what I expected out of How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix, but didn't get it. The ghost haunting the house has been murdered, and until he can solve the mystery of how he died, he refuses to move on. And then we've got Fox Demora is a medium, and though he is also most definitely a shameless fraud, he isn't entirely without his uses, seeing as he's actually the godson of death. So when Viola seeks out Fox to help her with the ghost-infested mansion, he becomes inextricably involved in a quest that neither he nor Vi expects or wants. But with the help of an unruly poltergeist, a demonic personal trainer, a sharp-voiced angel, a love-stricken reaper, and a few mindfulness practicing creatures, that sounds amazing, Vi and Fox soon discover that the difference between a mysterious lost love and an annoying dead body isn't nearly as distinct as they thought. Oh my gosh, this sounds amazing. I'm taking this home and I'm reading it. I'm just gonna take this one home today. I'm just gonna put it over here with my stuff. So anyway, yeah, we're taking that. That sounds wonderful. Anyway, what's next? What Those We Drown by Amy Goldsmith. The sea provides, but only if you feed it. Is it like a fantasy thriller, fantasy horror kind of thing or something? There's some chilling moments, chilling debut, mystery, Oceanic Horror. It weaves Greek mythology and Oceanic horror into a glittering mystery at sea. It explores the sinister side of wealth, beauty, and privilege, combining Greek mythology with influencer vibes. Interesting. Claustrophobic cruise ship mystery. This haunting story gives readers a nagging feeling that something is deeply wrong on board the Eos. Ah, okay. I wonder if we could even list it as horror. We need more horror books in our library because everybody loves horror. So it should have been the trip of a lifetime because this girl goes on this all expenses paid opportunity to study aboard the luxury cruise ship, the Eos, for a semester, and she can't believe her luck. But oh no, bad things are going to happen. They're called semester students instead of semester. Semester, that's good. There are sirens, who are gorgeous and mysterious influencers who have the run of the ship. But the only reason she was invited to join the trip is because another girl disappeared shortly after enrolling and no one seems to know what happened to her. So when further disappearances rock the ship and strange creatures begin haunting Liv's dreams, she wonders, is the EOS hiding a dark secret within its shadowy decks? The truth will now come into price, only how much is Liv willing to pay? I mean, it's definitely a really different premise. I've never heard a book that is remotely similar to that. So that actually sounds pretty cool. And I think my students would really enjoy it. Now, I've also always wanted to go on a cruise. Well, at least lately. I've not always. That's a lie. I've really never wanted to go on a cruise until the last few years. I decided I might want to try it one day. My husband and I are talking about maybe a Disney cruise here in the future. So I don't know. This might put me off from that. This might terrify me. But honestly, that sounds pretty good. And I've never heard anyone talk about it, but we'll see. Oh, the back of this is so pretty. I'm going to say this is realistic fiction or maybe even historical fiction, but it's very pretty. The Boy You Always Wanted. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's romance. What do you think? Probably romance. The author's writing is steeped in love and kindness. I don't know. Yeah, it's a coming of age journey and a first love romance. So I don't know if I'm going to categorize it as romance or realistic fiction. It depends on how prevalent the romance is. Let's see. This author has written another novel called Not Here to Be Liked. I don't know that. She's a rom-com fangirl, so it's probably a romance, I'm guessing. Yeah, I'm not really intrigued by this at all, so I'm not even going to read you the plot summary, but it's a little teen romance, so there you go. We're on to our last book. I didn't realize there was only one left. I'm going to have to count. So how many is this? The one I'm going to take home. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, why 9? Like I said, I subscribed to 5 different categories, so why wouldn't it be 10 if I was getting 2? I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna have to look online and see what's going on with these orders. Oh, it's a graphic novel. It's called Malcolm Kidd and the Perfect Song. Have I seen this before? Do we have one of these other Malcolm Kidd books or something? I'm just wondering if maybe I don't already have something like this. I don't know why. It just looks really, really familiar. Is this a series? I don't know. Anyway, it's a graphic novel, and it says, what does the perfect song sound like? So for this student, normally Malcolm Kidd wouldn't give this type of question the time of day. As a straight B student with a heart of copper, that's good, I like that, instead of heart of gold, he is far more concerned with overcoming mediocrity than he is with achieving perfection. But that all changes when he stumbles across the LK2000, a strange keyboard cursed with the soul of an old jazz musician. Okay, that actually sounds pretty cool. Malcolm soon learns that the only way to free this musician's soul is by performing the perfect song. Oh my gosh, it's like Tenacious D tribute where they played the perfect song. With much hesitation and the help of his lifelong friend, January Young, Malcolm embarks on a musical journey across the city of New Bronzeville. I wonder, is that a real city or is this going to be is that like New York, basically? I don't know. In the hopes of discovering the perfect song and finding himself as a musician along the way. These are debut creators. Oh, so I guess there is nothing else. I guess this is just, I'm wrong about it being a series because these are debut creators. They strike a chord. They think they're funny. In this humorous and heartfelt story about love, loss, legacy, and the music that ties them all together. I mean, I don't really read graphic novels, but I honestly might read this one. Maybe I'll just take this one home too. So I've got some time coming up because I'm actually, some bad news I'll just end with is that my dad has to have heart surgery. Basically like open heart surgery to take out this aortic aneurysm that he has kind of like right here, and it's going to be pretty intense, and he's going to have to stay home for he's going to be recovering. Well, he's in the hospital like 5 days after the surgery, and then he has to recover for like 6 weeks. But full recovery takes like a few months. Anyway, so I'm going to be taking some time off work to go back home, which is like 2 hours away, to help take care of him. And when I'm there, I'm definitely going to have some downtime, so I'm going to take some books home to read, and it's going to be these two for sure, along with, of course, a lot of other books that are always on my TBR. Like I just have books, like I've got too many books on my TBR, and then look, now I'm adding more. I just can't help it. Anyway, so those clearly are the two that sound the most interesting to me. Although I'm also actually pretty intrigued by this one. I'm probably not going to read it anytime soon, but I think the premise sounds really cool, and I'll recommend it to students. So let me know what you guys think down below. Are you going to be reading any of these books anytime soon? And I will talk to you guys again later. Bye.